Hello there, I'm Hardeep, and in this video I'm going to talk about how I traveled from Durham to Singapore during this COVID-19 pandemic. Hopefully you can take a few points from this video and use them for your traveling as well if you are planning to travel. First of all, I would highly recommend cancelling all domestic and international travels if they are not needed. Under the circumstances that you do need to travel, you should make sure to check the World Health Organization page and pay careful attention to their travel policy or guidelines, which gives you a comprehensive and updated view on what are the things that you should follow and what you shouldn't. I took those guidelines that were mentioned in the World Health Organization page and followed a few extra ones as well because I was a little paranoid. My trip from Durham to Singapore required me to transit at 3 different airports. The first one at Washington DC, and then from DC I traveled to Chicago, and then Chicago traveled to Tokyo, and then Tokyo to Singapore. So this COVID-19, like for those people if you don't already know what COVID-19 is, COVID-19 is an infectious disease that can spread from person to person through small droplets from nose or mouth. So avoiding these droplets is key. So the first thing that you should follow is to wear a mask that should fully cover both your nose and your mouth, which provides a first line of defense in stopping those contagious water droplets from entering your body. This is key, and it's also recommended by the governments as well. So the second one is to wear protective eye gear. It could be a reading glass or sunglasses or a face shield, anything that protects or shields your face from any oncoming water droplets. And the idea here is to prevent those water droplets from getting into your eyes and enter your body through the tear ducts. So the third point is to wear a glove. This would provide a layer of protection between your hands and the surface that you come into contact with. COVID-19 can survive on surfaces from a period of 4 hours to 4 days, depending on the surface itself. So if you touch a surface that has COVID-19 and you accidentally touch your face, you will be infected. So in order to avoid that, wear surgical gloves. So the fourth point is the mobile devices. A phone call is all it takes for a mobile device to end up coming into contact with your face. And it is crucial to keep your phone clean and disinfected. So I would recommend using gloves when you're walking around and touching no other surfaces, and when you're using your phone, to remove your gloves and use it with your bare hands. And also, you should use an earphone or Bluetooth headset for your calls. So that brings me to the next point: minimum surface contact. Avoid touching surfaces as much as possible. Reduce surface contact will reduce your chances of infection. But there will be situations where you have to touch surfaces such as security checks, or while you're sitting at your flight seat and you have to open the tray, or like you just have to put your hand on the handrest. Like there will be situations where you have to touch surface. So that is the reason why you should be wearing gloves for those scenarios, and you should constantly sanitize your hands during your travel. And another pointer that I would like to point out is to carry antibacterial wipes. An antibacterial wipe will allow you to clean surfaces that you have to be touching and coming into contact with. Surfaces such as your seat, your armrest, your seat tray, your on-flight entertainment screen. It's good to have an antibacterial wipe and wipe these surfaces before you touch them. Even if you're wearing the gloves, I would still recommend wiping these surfaces. The next point is to carry a sanitizer in a small container. Having sanitizer would allow you the ability to disinfect your hands before eating or touching your face if it need be. So, and make sure, like if you're going to carry a sanitizer, make sure it's compliant with the carry-on requirement. So like make sure it's below 30 ml, I think. So that's one thing to take note of. The last point that I would like to re-emphasize is to maintain social distancing. When I traveled, there were 10 people in the entire flight, and each of us was sitting in 2 or 3 rows apart. So it's crucial for you to maintain this distance between each other, and honestly there isn't much people traveling, so it's easy to maintain social distancing, and you should follow it as well. that's it. Thank you for watching. Do note that whatever I've said in this vlog could be outdated and irrelevant by the time you watch this video, and it is important for you to seek this information at the time that you're traveling from a reliable source, such as the World Health Organization website. And the virus is spreading at a rapid rate, and the only way to control this is if we act together. Hope you guys find this video informative and useful, and all the best if you guys do need to travel. See you. Hit the subscribe button and the bell icon if you want to see more of my video. And don't forget to share this video.